So good luck, everybody. We'll start with the value packs and finish with the hobby. I just hope that hobby is everything we're all dreaming it will be. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. Let us begin. I do show all the cards, but we'll try to get through all this base as quickly as possible, as quickly and painlessly as possible. All right, we got Alexander on the silver going to Green Bay. Oops, if I can keep it in my hands. Byers for the Eagles on the green. Dickerson on the red, white, and blue. Warren Moon for the Titans. Marshawn Lloyd going to Green Bay. We got Blake Corum on the portals for the Rams. Malik Neighbors on the green emergent. And Eric All for the Bengals to start things off. All right, the last box we did had all kinds of QBs in it. So I have hope that we are going to see those QBs showing up today. Room here, there we go. A Caleb Silver. That sounds really nice, B-Wax. Let's see what we can do. You know, we aim to please here. That's what we want to do. I wouldn't mind seeing a Mahomes auto today. I know how rare that is. We got Humphrey for Baltimore on the silver. Anthony Gould for Indy on the green. We got T. Higgins. ETN for the Jags. And a Steve Young. We got Michael Penix on the fireworks. We approve. Khalil Mack on the hype. And a Theo Primo's boy for the Giants. Steve! You just missed it, Steve. 49ers were the last team Magic, so we'll see how it goes. Prism Hobby. Hope you're doing good this morning. I think you slept a little too long today, my friend. All right, we got Spencer Rattler on the silver for the Saints. Aubrey on the green. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. Slayton for the Giants. Edgar and Cooper, Green Bay again. JJ on the emergent. We like that, Vikings. Drake May, Prismatic Prism. We approve. And a Jalen Wright for Miami. Oh, is it that time of year already, Steve? You're just down there partying. All right. I hope it's a good time. That's awesome. Yeah, that means the weather's good, I hope. Let's hope that means the weather's good. It's getting a little warmer here, too. All right, we got Marshawn Lloyd on the silver for Green Bay. We got Deshaun Watson on the green. Khalil Mack for the Chargers. Curse for the Titans. Jacob Cowing for the 49ers. CJ on the fireworks. Latu on the Prism fireworks. And Edwards for Pittsburgh. Very nice. Yeah, we're getting in the mid-40s today here. So it's almost shorts weather in Michigan. All right, we got Nick Bosa on the silver for the 49ers. Evan Ingram for the Jags. Derrick Henry on the red, white, and blue. We like that, Baltimore. AR for Indy. Pat Fryermuth for Pittsburgh. We got Nico on the Prism break. Roma Dunze on the green emergent. And a Nate Wiggins for the Ravens. Oh, 65. Yeah, it'd probably be another 6 weeks before we hit that here in Michigan. I'm a little jealous. I won't lie. Little jealous. Bo knows. We got Gardner Minshew for the Raiders on the silver. Simmons for the Titans. Tyreek on the red, white, and blue. Richard Seymour for New England. Jordan Travis. There you go, Give A. I know you've been looking for it. We got Malik Neighbors on the fireworks, Christian McCaffrey on the hype, and a bell for New England. Yeah, Jordan Travis. Everywhere I don't want him to be. There he is. There's Barry. No such thing as a bad Barry. All right, we got Rashad White on the silver going to Tampa Bay. Joe Montana on the green. We got Andre, Bad Moon Rising for the Falcons. Andy Reid, Cade Otton for Tampa Bay. Olave on the hype. Eric Dickerson on the Portals Prism. And Estime going to the Broncos. All right, we need more QBs is what we're missing here. We need to see some QBs stat. We got Kellen Winslow going to the Chargers on the silver. Lenny Moore for Indy. Christian Watson for Green Bay. Joe Namath for the Jets. And our boy Spencer Rattler for the Saints. Brock Bowers, we are okay with that on the Prismatic. Justin Jefferson, Prism Fireworks, and a Chris Jenkins for the Bengals with a Kid Reporter. All right, Cooper Cup action, big play, Slay. We got Amari Cooper on the silver going to Cleveland. Little Jaden Daniels on the green. We like, that's nice. We got Micah for the Cowboys. Drew Bledsoe. Kenneth Walker, MVP. We approve, Seattle. We approve. Xavier Legette on the Emergent. Xavier Legette on the Prismatic Prism. And Sweat for the Titans. You know what? I think Primo had Washington today. All right, we need more QBs. More QBs, please. That's all we're asking for. Just a couple more. We got Edgerrin Cooper, Green Bay doing the work on the silver. Mark Andrews for Baltimore. Gus Edwards for the Chargers. Chris Johnson for Tennessee. Byron Murphy for the Seahawks on the red, white, and blue. Sammy Laporta on the hype for the Lions. Prism Break Goff. And Jackson for the Titans. Don't mess with Goff. I can pull out my 101 if I have to. And I may have to. All right, we got Danny Dimes on the silver for the Giants. Ivan Pace for the Vikings. Herman Moore for Detroit. Will Anderson for the Texans. Najee for Pittsburgh. Little Bo Nix action we approve on the Prismatic. A.J. Brown Fireworks. And Max Melton with a Kid Reporter. And we got one pack to go. And then the hobby. I am very hopeful on this hobby box. Mohammed. All right, we got Tony Dorsett on the silver for the Cowboys. Little Kool-Aid action for the Saints on the green. Dak for the Cowboys. Joey Bosa. And Eddie George for the Titans. With Keenan Allen on the Prism Break. And a little Caleb action. He did show up on the Green Emergent. And a DJ James for Seattle. All right. He was late, but he made it. He made it, B-Wax. He almost missed missed the bus, but he did get here. All right, it is time. It is time. All right, good luck, everybody. Empty box. May the luck be ever in your favor. All right. I don't open too much Prism Hobby, so I am savoring this. We got Luther Burden for the Bears starting us off. We got Collins going to the 49ers. A little Tyreek action on the silver. T. Higgins on the blue. That one is 59 out of 230. Going to the Bengals. And look, our first auto. Jarquez Hunter for the Rams starting us off. There you go, Rams. With a Puka, TJ Sherwood, Zay, and a Fairbairn. Sneaky team. Rams are a sneaky team. Most of the teams on that bottom row, they end up being sneaky teams. Sneaky teams. That's just how they roll. All right, Snead, Jefferson. We got Jack Beck for the Raiders. Williams for the 49ers. I like that. Joe Mixon for the Texans. The free giveaway team. 27 out of 60. We'll take that on the free. Hey, John. We got Joe Montana on the Prismatic. Hampton for the Chargers. We approve. Jaden Bettis. Andrews, Montgomery, Laporta. I thought you'd be okay with that, John. On the free. All right, we got ourselves Cam Miller for the Raiders. Emanwari for Seattle. Steve Spurrier on the silver. Look at that, Kenneth Walker. That's a beaut. We approve. That's 173 out of 249. MVP. Cam, McBride, Nico, Troy, Brenton Strange. Yeah, we're okay with that. We're okay with that, Kenneth Walker. Tua, Cooper, Kyle McCord for the Eagles, Trey Amos for Washington, Vele on the white, 14 out of 35 on the white, going to Denver, Tyler Warren on the fireworks. I like it. I like it, Indy. Whoa, and a tat on the auto. Nice hit, Carolina. We approve. Yes, we had Carolina today. Primo had Carolina. Can you believe it? Oh, I'll let one of you guys tell old Primo. He'll be happy. He'll be a happy guy today. He'll be a happy guy. All right, the rest of this is probably just base, and it is. Awesome for Primo, though. He will be most pleased. we got ourselves Donovan Jackson for the Vikings. A little Tesla action. Quinn Ewers. We like that. Cracked ice. 97 out of 225. Going to Miami. That's nice. Global Reach. BTJ. On the London games. And looks like base. As soon, all you gotta do is say something. Listen, if you haven't hit yet, say something in the chat, because every time someone says something in the chat, then something shows up. I don't make the rules. Oh, yes, that's right. We could still hit a case hit, huh? I would like that. And you're calling a Bears manga. Let's see what we can do, B-Wax. Martinez for Seattle. Makuba for the Eagles. We got a little Joe Burrow action on the silver for the Bengals. Amon-Ra on the fireworks. We approve. And some base. Tim Tebow base. Not just any base, it's Tim Tebow base. All right. We got Zabel going to Seattle. ETN for Carolina. Wow, look at that. Pierce for the Falcons. That one is 132 out of 200. They did a really great job. It's my first close-up look at Prism Hobby. I like it. Calvin Johnson on the all-purpose. Going to 238. Kid Reporter. And looks like some base and base and base and base and base. Oh, Gibby. Well, the colors are brighter there. He can say hi to Ruggs. We got Loveland for the Bears. Riley Leonard for Indy. Milrow on the silver. That's nice. We like that, Seattle. Chargers, Derwin James. That one is 134 out of 149. Going to the Chargers. And all our favorite base. All right, where would Case Hit be hiding? Come on, Case Hit. Be there. Please. We got Fannin for Cleveland. Membu for the Jets. Look at that beautiful Aiden Hutchinson. That is 6 out of 49. Going to Mr. 238. That's nice. Randy Moss on the Prismatic. And all our happy base in Technicolor. All right, seems like we need something really good to come out here. All right, please. One time. Ashton for the Raiders. We approve. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns. A little Jalen Waddle action for Miami. That is 173 out of 230. Mayberry. Caleb on the Global Reach for the Bears. Kid Reporter and base. Yes, Gibby, they exist. Ashton exists. He's not just in your dreams. right, it's time. It's time. We got Mason Taylor for the Jets. Noel for Houston. Oh, hello there, Drake May. Hello there, Drake May. Wow, 79 out of 180. We're okay with that. We're okay with that. Joe Burrow on the fractal. I like the fractal. Very nice, Bengals. That's cool. And our favorite base. All right, last pack magic, friends. I'll do a recap after this, and once I sort it all, guys, I got you back if it wasn't your day. Mafa for the Cowboys, Brooks for the Bengals, Joe Burrow joining Drake. That is 125 out of 180. Bengals did all right. We had Cam Ward on the Emergent. Thank you, Cam Ward, for showing up for us. And base. No case hit. Rats. No manga today, friends. Yeah, I'll know once I sort how we all are sitting. But I got you back. If you need some help, I got you. All right, we had Drake May out of 180. Tyler Warren on the Fireworks for Indy. We had Devon was out of 35, going to Denver. Caleb on the Green Emergent. Bo on the Prismatic. Jaden on the Green for Washington. Drake May on the Prismatic Prism. Malik on the Green Emergent. We had Burrow out of 180. Cam Ward on the Emergent. Waddle on the blue out of 230. Aiden was out of 49. Derwin James for the Chargers out of 149. Pierce out of 200. Quinn Ewers, cracked ice out of 225. Tet on the auto for Carolina, I believe is Primo. Kenneth Walker for Seattle out of 249. Joe Mixon was out of 60 for Houston. T. Higgins for the Bengals was out of 230. And Hunter for the Rams was the other auto.